Show of Strength, Chapter 1. Welcome back. We accomplished some goals in this last meet on December 4th. I PR'd and everything. We ended up getting a 5-pound PR. I'm sorry, 10-pound PR in the squat, 5-pound PR in the deadlift, and a 10-pound PR in the bench. So it's a nice to be able to look back, especially through these videos, and track my progress and see where I was at, and just take a look at the things that I did right and maybe the things that I did wrong as we move forward here. After a meet, you always have to reassess yourself. So for myself, I have to find out, where I need to continue to target my weak points, whether they are new or old. Make new goals. So I have new goals ahead of me. The next meet I will do, and a couple of the guys will be in May 20th. I believe it's another RPS meet. It's down in Newark, New Jersey. But my goal there is to take I believe it's a 1955 total and amateur 242 weight class. So I'm going to go after it. I'm going to stay in the gear. I'm actually going to go back to a full-time multiply setup. So I'm going to wear briefs and a suit now, as opposed to just the old suit that I was wearing before. But it's neat. I'm very excited. My fire is still burning hot. I'm ready to go and attack new goals and see what I can do. Also, now you're going to see myself here in the video. The guys have continued to train. Kyle, Steve, Sam, anybody else you'll take a look at in here. But myself, after a meet, you're pretty beat up. Your joints hurt. You peaked pretty hard, and then you took a week off before the meet, week off after the meet, so your work capacity is down. Something that I'm going to continue to target here for the next 3 weeks until probably the beginning of January is just building up that work capacity. So I started out with some plyo push-ups. Do about 50 of them. I'm doing a lot of circuit work, a lot of accessory work. I'm trying my hardest to keep a barbell out of my hands and off my back. Coming up, you're going to see how I kind of implement squat movements into my workout now. It's almost like a kettlebell squat or a dumbbell squat. I do have my vest on, so 80-pound vest 80-pound dumbbell and a 30-pound vest. Worked up 5 sets of 8 there. I'm usually supersetting that with either like an inverted row or some type of back work. That's definitely the main target here too, is building up my back, my lats, my upper back, my traps. Continue working the glutes. I truly believe that glutes are the most overlooked muscle in the body when it comes to powerlifting. Here's something that I'm going to work a lot. I went out and got myself an old school Roman chair from a buddy of mine, Zach. And I'm really just going to continue to work that top end movement. Really, contracting the glutes hard. I can work up with that in weight. I can work up with that in bands. I'm going to phase that in and out. It's probably going to be something I do on Wednesdays or on my dynamic days or whenever that falls. But just to really reinforce that glute activation and understand that anytime I'm doing a lower body day or movement, that some type of glute work has to take place. Because that's what's got my deadlift moving, and I think that's what's got my squat moved up. Here's Kyle, who works at 410 for 7. Kyle, too, we just got done texting a little bit. He's feeling a little beat up, a little run down. I mentioned to him maybe it's time to start backing off of the volume and looking, I am an advocate of conjugate right now, but, I mean, for a guy like him, our training age isn't young. We've been lifting since, we were in high school, and joints and tendons and muscles get beat up. So something like the conjugate system that I really truly believe is the best system out there, because you can really make it to fit you. It's not so set in stone where you have to hit a rep scheme or certain number on a certain day. You kind of just go in and see how you feel. And the biggest part of that is bringing up weak points. This is something that I'm also going to be doing a lot more of, is conditioning work. I backed off conditioning for about 3 months prior to my meet. Just with work and football and coaching, I didn't have time really in the morning, so I kind of X'd that out. It wasn't a priority of mine, so I'm going to make it a new one. I'm going to be rowing 3 times a week and doing some type of circuit work like I mentioned. So my heart rate's definitely pounding up. I need to build that work capacity back up to where it was at before. I'm happy to hear that Steve was going back and forth on what he wants to do as a training cycle. I think he finally realized that 531's great, but he really hasn't made any progress, especially in his lower body. So he has to change something up. He's going to end up going full-time to the Cube, which I'm excited about because I think he's going to be really happy and he's going to end up making some progress. Here's Sammy working with 40, 5 for 6. He could have got the 7th one. He was a little fired up and tired, but he kind of lost his tightness and put the bar down. He tried to reset on his 7th one and it didn't work out for him, but definitely a strong guy, man. We're here on at Made Alpha over there on it's over behind Alpha Sub if you're in anywhere near New Jersey, but it's a great facility, Made Strength. We're going to try our best to get every Saturday going with we're going to call it the Show of Strength. It's funny, that's the name of this week's or this month's training cycle, but Show of Strength every Saturday morning from like 7:30 to 10. Come on in. It's a $10 surcharge. No contract or anything like that. Come in and get around a lot of like-minded people, and I think that's the best opportunity and the best way to get stronger. Being that I train alone and Kyle trains alone and Steve trains alone, any opportunity you get to train around some people that are stronger than you or have the same mindset as you, it's always going to produce some good things. And we're trying to get Blair back into the gym too. There he is, trying to do a little something. He'll peek his head into any video we can just to get some airtime. But here's Sam and I. We just finished with some kettlebell swings. Once again, targeting those glutes, making sure that every time we hammer away at a lower body day, that those glutes are being targeted. And there's Blair again being a weirdo. So, hope everybody has a nice week. Stay safe, stay strong, and we're back.